In this video, we're taking a deeper look at one of the most tragic characters in the Teen Titans series, Terra. Her story is a mix of feeling disconnected from herself, being insecure about who she is, getting manipulated by a villain, and eventually making a heartbreaking sacrifice.
My name is Terra, and I have done horrible things. I have sworn to serve a dark master. I have obeyed his every command and committed crimes in his name.
First, Terra struggled with something huge. She couldn't control her powers. Her Earth-based abilities were unstable from the beginning, and that scared her. She was always afraid she might hurt someone by accident, and that fear slowly turned into self-hatred. She started seeing herself as a monster instead of a person who just needed help. All of this fed into her insecurity. She constantly felt like she didn't belong anywhere. On top of that, Terra had a deep fear of abandonment. She didn't trust people easily, and it's implied in the show that she had some rough experiences before meeting the Titans. She was always on the run, which usually means something went wrong in her past. Maybe she lost control of her powers and caused damage. Maybe people got scared of her, or maybe she just felt like a burden. Whatever it was, it left her with serious trust issues and the belief that anyone who cared about her would eventually leave. Even when she finally connected with the Titans and genuinely got along with them, she couldn't shake that fear. She convinced herself that they would betray her sooner or later, even if they had never given her a reason to think that. And that mindset made her vulnerable to manipulation and set the stage for the tragedy that followed.
I know you have trouble controlling your powers, and we can help.
You told him?
I didn't.
You promised. You lied to me. You lied!
Another huge part of her tragedy is how Slade manipulated her. He knew exactly where her weaknesses were, and he used them to his advantage. Terra desperately wanted two things: control over her powers and acceptance from someone who wouldn't abandon her. Slade pretended to offer her both, but only on his terms.
You need more than obstacle courses to overcome your problem. You need a teacher, a mentor. Come with me, Terra, and I can teach you to shine.
He twisted her insecurities and convinced her that the Titans would never truly accept her the way she was. He made himself look like the only person who understood her, the only one who could save her, and unfortunately, Terra believed him. Because of that manipulation, she eventually became a spy for Slade inside the Titans. She acted as his mole, feeding him information while pretending everything was normal. But what makes this even more heartbreaking is that during her time with the Titans, she genuinely formed real bonds with them, especially with Beast Boy. Beast Boy really cared for her, and Terra cared for him too, which makes her double life even more painful to watch.
Beast Boy, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Then why did you let it?
I don't know, okay? I don't know. Slade, he helped me, saved me from myself. He said I owed him, but...
So it was all a game? You were just pretending?
No, you said you'd be my friend no matter what, remember?
Slade was right. You don't have any friends.
The first time you see her betrayal, it's easy to feel angry at her and think she did it out of cruelty or that she never cared. But when you understand what was really going on, her actions look completely different. Her betrayal wasn't some evil plan. She wasn't driven by malice. It was pure self-preservation. She was scared, insecure, mentally exhausted, and under the influence of someone who manipulated her from day one. And that's exactly what makes the fallout of her choices so much sadder. She didn't betray the Titans because she wanted to hurt them. She did it because she was terrified, confused, and desperate to feel accepted by someone, even if that someone was the worst possible person.
You failed me, apprentice. I ordered you to eliminate the Titans. You did not. I commanded you to fight, and you ran.
Then we get to her redemption and her final fate, which is one of the most heartbreaking parts of her entire story. After she's exposed as Slade's mole and after he uses her to almost destroy Jump City, Terra finally realizes how deeply she's been manipulated.
You promised to fight at my side forever, and that's a promise I intend to make you keep.
Beast Boy confronts her, not with anger, but with honesty.
It's your life, Terra. Your choice. It's never too late to change.
For the first time, Terra understands that her destiny isn't something Slade controls, it's something she can shape herself. In a last desperate attempt to make things right, Terra pushes her powers to the limit. She uses everything she has to stop a massive volcanic eruption that would have wiped out the city, but the price she pays is enormous. The effort petrifies her entire body, turning her into solid stone. She becomes a statue, frozen in place, and for everyone watching, that seems to be the end of her story. She's gone, literally and symbolically. The Titans mourn her, and the audience is left with this heavy, tragic feeling. But the show doesn't stop there. In the very last episode of the series, Beast Boy finds a girl who looks exactly like Terra. Not kind of like her, identical. It's basically Terra, but with one huge difference: she has no memory of anything. She doesn't remember the Titans, her powers, her betrayal, or her sacrifice. She seems like a completely ordinary girl living a normal life. Beast Boy tries to reach out, tries to talk to her, tries to spark something in her memory, but nothing works.
Things changed, Beast Boy. The girl you want me to be is just a memory. Hugo, you're the Teen Titan. That's who you are. That's not me. I'm not a hero. I'm not out to save the world. I'm just a girl with a geometry test next period and I haven't studied.
This ending is what makes her story so haunting. It gives a tiny bit of hope. Maybe she survived, maybe she got a second chance, but at the same time, it's incredibly sad. Her story ends on an ambiguous and melancholic note. She's either a different girl who just happens to look like Terra, or she is Terra, but she chose to leave her past behind completely. And if it really is her, that choice comes from her trauma, her fear of her powers, her guilt, and everything she went through because of Slade. That's what makes Terra such a tragic character. She may not be the most tragic, that spot still goes to Raven, but she is absolutely one of the most heartbreaking characters in the entire series.